And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yes, people. Welcome to LRFC. Another day, another stream. Transfers happening all over the place. So I thought, why not? So one player has left the building. So another player has left the building. One of our centre backs, which is Mr. Quansah. So Liverpool are looking for two now, not just one, two centre backs. So I'm just trying. I've been trying to fix my graphic. That's why I'm a bit late. Just whenever there's a player linked to Liverpool, I want to put him in the graphic and show you like what he can do on the pitch and all that stuff. Yeah, but do me a favor, people. I'll gratefully appreciate if you just like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. If you don't want to be part of the channel, it's fine. Just hit the like for me if you're passing through as well. Thank you. Yeah, there's a few people that actually left the club as well, which I'm gonna discuss, of course. Let me just bring everything back here. So we're gonna, today we're gonna discuss obviously the ins and outs. And I want to ask you guys, if obviously the question: do you want to keep a player? Do you want to sell a player? Do you want to loan a player? So the majority wins on the stream as well. So I'm gonna be here for a bit today. So yeah, until Friday. Friday I'll be off, so I could do streams all the way to Monday with ease. But today and tomorrow is gonna be just one stream a day and all that stuff. Normally I could do that 3 or something like that, if you know what I mean, guys. So yeah, man. Things are looking good for Liverpool at the moment. Let me just sort this out. I've got a lot of stuff for you guys in regards to players that could be coming in as well. Obviously, we need more than one centre back now. Obviously, Quansah's gone. We still have a Vili replace Matip, and we're unsure about Konate as well. So yeah, let me welcome in the chat. Bit slow today, isn't it? Wow, strange. Big up to whoever's come on. Yeah, there you go. Please like, share, subscribe. On the road to 3,000. We're about 600 away. Let's try to get there, if you know what I mean. Big up, Ray. How are you, Fozzy? Newcastle United should sign James Anthony Elenga. 60 million move deal for Newcastle. Add-ons for Newcastle United. And I don't know how to say the name. Jonathan David, I think, is going somewhere else. Is he good at Juventus? Jonathan David for free? That's what I thought. That's what I thought I've heard. He's going to Juventus. So yeah, I don't think Jonathan David is a possibility, my brother. I think he's en route to Juventus, unfortunately for you. So let's start with the outgoings, which is Mr. Quansah, who's gone to Bayer Leverkusen. I'm sad about it, guys. So I could explain why I'm sad about Quansah leaving Liverpool. Because I thought, like, to me, in my eyes, he had potential, and he could have been, a star at Liverpool in the future as well. Because what it is with us as a fan base, we jump on the bandwagon of other people criticizing other players, and I'm not all about that. I'll never do that. I'll judge players for myself. Then I say my piece on them. The issue with Quansah from the fan base, they're basing it on last season, which is unfair in my opinion. The kid is learning his trade. Obviously, the first season nobody knows about you, so you're gonna be impressing if you know what I mean. And that's what he done in the first season. Second season he struggled. Why? Because people found him out. They know how to play against him. And I showed you a graphic a few streams ago about like he from learning. I think he was at the club since he was 5. They said from learning under Klopp, all the way obviously from the youth level to the first team. He used to play a certain formation, which is 5 yards up the pitch, next to the halfway line. If you know what I mean, something like that. It's not 5 yards, but I know where it is. It's further away. But I'm trying to give you an example. And he struggled with it. he struggled with that. No, he was all right with that. Sorry, he was all right with the club formation. So he learned that all the way through the youth system. And then Arne Slot came in. They've gone like backwards next to obviously the goalkeeper's box. So he had to move back a few yards as well. And this is where he struggled last season. I think in time, if he played more often and got used to this, obviously the system, he would have been a better player than what we saw. But he didn't get that time. He's gone. He's gone for about 35 million, I believe, to Leverkusen. Ten Hag is in charge of Leverkusen. Who would have thought? You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm sad he's gone. And the most important thing here, he's got a buyback clause as well on it. So if he does well over there, Liverpool can buy him back. And if all things go well for him. So yeah. Big up Badro. What are you saying, bro? Big up Fozzy. I told you that your manager slot want project striker Ekitike. We're gonna speak about him, bro. Don't worry about it. He will waste 2 years off VVD and Salah. I don't trust him. FSG Fabrizio said that they will go for Ekitike. But what's the problem with that? I don't understand. You know what I mean? How about if Ekitike comes in and does well? You know what I mean? Well, I'll come back to that question, bro. I'll come back to that because we've got to discuss it in it. So no problem with me. Big up Red for Life, man. Big up. Appreciate everybody that's on. I don't want you guys just to be, on the outskirts watching me. I want you guys to come on the chat. That's why I come here on my own, because I want to chat to you guys in the chat section. So let's do this together, people. Let's do this together. So yeah, Jarell Quansah has been sold. Jarell Quansah has been sold to Leverkusen for 35 million. Good luck to him. I wish him all the best. You know what I mean? The boy wanted to fight for obviously a position at Liverpool. Liverpool don't want him. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But we've got a buyback clause on his contract. So that's a good way of selling players, in my opinion. So you could always get them back to Liverpool eventually and all that stuff. So yeah. Good luck to him, man. So you want to discuss Ekitike, my brother? No problem with that. I've got no issues with that. We could discuss him right now if you want. I've got no problem with Ekitike. I'm not an Ekitike fan. Let me just put it that way before people shoots the messenger. I'm all right with if Liverpool don't get another striker and have Ekitike as an option for a striker. Is he better than what we have? Most probably. I don't know. Is he a project player? Yes, because he's a young player that's learning his trade with Frankfurt. So in Germany, he's a French, obviously, a boy as well. Let's go back to the comment Badro said. I don't know why you keep saying my manager. Is your manager too, man? Do you support Liverpool? Ooh. Listen, guys, bro, like we need to be careful how we go on about things, because I think it's not right judging players before they come to Liverpool. I remember when Mane and Salah and all these players arrived at Liverpool, a lot of our Liverpool fans saying, what? He comes from Southampton. He failed at Chelsea. You know what I mean? And this is what we used to say. And what happened with those players? They ended up becoming one of some of the greatest players that we ever had at Liverpool Football Club. So we've got to be careful how we go on about that. Ekitike is an Henry type of player. You know what I mean? He's got potential. He's powerful. He's pacey. He doesn't score a lot of goals, but with time, maybe in the right system, he can score goals, if you know what I mean. So we've got to be careful how we go on about players and judge them, prejudge them as we did in the past. And we failed dramatically. I mean, Mane became obviously probably the third best left winger we ever had. Obviously, John Barnes and Stevie Highway in the wing. You know what I mean? We had those players in that side of the pitch in the past. So just listen, I'm willing to give him a chance if he's a striker. But okay, one player out of 3 who's a project player ain't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because we could wait for another striker in the future as well. I'm not saying we gave up on Isak. I don't think we have. I think Liverpool are still going to be pushing with Isak. Imagine getting both. You know what I mean? Through the door. That is an impressive move, if you know what I mean. So we're only in the 2nd of July. We still got opportunity to sign Isak. I'm not losing hope on that. I'm not saying we're going to get him, but I'm not losing hope on that either. So just be careful, bro, like the way you're going. Forget about what Fabrizio Romano does. think about what your football club does. It's your football club's actions that's important, not what Fabrizio Romano says, if you know what I mean. He doesn't know a lot about Liverpool. He's only a transfer man. He doesn't know if Liverpool are working behind the scenes to get another player in. So let me show you what Ekitike can do on the pitch from what I've seen of him playing, obviously clips of him. I don't watch, I haven't watched him in a full game or anything like that. It's just clips of him. So yeah, as I said, bro, just be careful how you're going about things, because I think you get frustrated too quickly, as I used to myself. You know what I mean? I'm I'm a victim of getting upset quickly as well, bro. So yeah, and then I regret it afterwards. So take it easy, bro, man. We'll be fine, bro. We'll be fine. The most important thing here is winning the league again, and retaining the league. That's the most important thing for me. I don't know about you. And then anything that comes with that is a bonus. So let's just be careful here, bro. Getting frustrated and losing the plot is not the way of life, my friend. Just relax. We get what we want eventually, man. It's better than getting nothing. Let me just put it that way, bro. It's better than getting nothing. So in normal circumstances we get nothing, don't we? So yeah, it's a start, bro. It's a start. I think Ekitike could be, a player that can shock us. Let me just put it that way. Playing with great players can, bring the best out of you. You're playing with lesser players in Germany, obviously at Frankfurt, doesn't really bring the best out of you either. So think about it that way. Imagine Wirtz behind you, Salah behind you, Sobos like McAllister, Gravenberch, Gakpo on the left. Imagine all those players are around you as a footballer, and you got Kirkes and Frimpong giving you crosses in the box to tap in or header in, all that stuff. So the service will be there for him. So this is why I'm not jumping the gun. And I said out of the three with Isak, Osman, and Ekitike, I prefer the other two. I mean, but if he's gonna be the one I only slot once, who am I to judge, man? We're Liverpool fans, right? We support our players when they play for Liverpool Football Club. As I said, he can shock you. What I like about this player, let me give you the likes of him, what I've seen, and I'll give you the dislikes as well. So he's that, yeah, I gave him number 66. You know what I'm saying? The snake's number. It's a style in him. So he's not only a guy who plays in the box. He's a guy who actually comes out the box and runs at defenders at any cost. He commits them basically, power, pace, dribbling skills, and he creates chances for other players as well. So if you want to like him to a striker, he's more of a Thierry Henry kind of player who goes out wide, cuts in from the left, obviously, and slots the ball in the bottom corner from there and things like that if he's going to score a goal. Or, he goes on the outside on the byline, crosses the ball, and anyone comes in and scores goals, if you know what I mean. So him, with this guy, it will open up a lot of spaces in the box, outside the box, if you know what I mean. Because he's not going to be just hanging around like a goal hanger over here like Gary Lineker. It's not going to happen like that. He's more of an all-rounded player. So, and obviously, like you said, Pedro, he's a project player. I agree with you. He's a project player. I'm not denying that. But, things can change and become even better for him. So just be careful how you're going. Listen, let me give you what players he's going to play alongside. Then you're probably going to open your mind more on that. So if we got all these players next to him, sorry guys, let me just get everything ready for him. Kirkes on the left, of course. This is top quality players around him, bro. If you know what I mean. So we just gotta be careful how we go on. Just getting angry every time because we're signing supposedly project players. We've signed established players like Kirkes, Frimpong, and Wirtz. Those are established players. They're not project players. So don't criticize those ones. I mean, so you got McAllister here. I have to take Quansah off the damn list. What's he still doing there for, man? Let's get out. So Diaz or Gakpo, just choose Gakpo. Gakpo is the one who's more settled in. And then you got Gravenberch there. Where is Mr. Gravenberch? There you go, people. So this is the obviously players on the pitch. Let me bring Alisson in. Alisson has obviously lost a great friend of his at Liverpool, who's quit Liverpool basically. Probably get back to Brazil and all that stuff. So I'll talk about him as well. So this is like if Ekitike is the striker, this is what we're going to be playing with. So you got these guys like coming up and down over here, crossing the balls into towards them. Creativity doesn't end at Liverpool in one place. It comes from every direction, if you know what I mean, guys. Please, guys, do me a favor, hit the subscribe and all that stuff, and get in the comments if you want. Ask me any questions. I'm going to try to explain to you the players that's coming in, what they can produce for the football club as well. So we could discuss that further, if you know what I mean. I'm replying to Badro's obviously comment as well. So you got obviously Frimpong that goes on the outside. He goes on the inside sometimes. Obviously takes a shot from outside the box, if you know what I mean. He's one of those players, low center of gravity, shoots, and it hits the bottom corner more or less. But from what I can see of him, he'll be like the overlap for Salah to give more space to Salah to cut inside. And what does Salah normally do? Either like far post cross to the striker, or obviously score from there as well. So we've got a lot of options, if you know what I mean, for Ekitike to flourish at Liverpool in regards to creating chances and of course build up play and everything, being involved with other players as well. And you've got obviously Mr. Kirkes on the left. If you look at Kirkes, he's more of a younger version of Robertson, and he doesn't only obviously defend for the team. He's very aggressive defensively going this way. He'll help out Van Dijk as much as he can, and obviously the other centre backs. But going the other way, he is very pacey. He's very powerful, and what I like about him, in any situation of the pitch, he will give you that ball that comes from there. I mean, you don't have to be byline and then crossing the ball in from here. I mean, it's not just that from Kirkes. He can basically curl the ball from any angle towards the striker. And that I've always said that in regards to formations and creativity sense, always put the ball between the goalkeeper and the centre backs, that area, because all you have to do is tap it in. That's all you have to do. Tap it in, and just a touch, just a little touch. That's all you have to do. And then Bob's your uncle. It's a goal. It's a goal. So this is what I like about our fullbacks. They're not similar in any way. They're similar, obviously, in running ability because they run up and down on the pitch. But if you look at them two, Frimpong is more coming down the byline, low ball towards the striker, and all he has to do is tap it in. That's it. That's it. That's all they have to do. That's all you have to touch the ball into the net. And this is what Frimpong produces. The other fullback, it's a bit like Trent and Robertson. I mean, Robertson is just like always launching the ball, curling it towards the striker. Do you remember that goal? I think it was against Man City at home when Salah scored that header. Fabinho scored that goal from outside the box. So if you look at the Mo Salah header, Robertson was like somewhere over here, and Mo Salah was at the far post, crossed it in around this area, and all Mo Salah had to do is header it in, and he slotted it in, as I remember. So this is what I'm saying. We're back to doing things like that with more, obviously, with more pace, power, and not only obviously going the opposite direction, going back into the defense as well, and helping out the centre backs. So like the issues that we had obviously the last few seasons, we had a fullback that just likes to come over here, leave this space for opponents to score, if you know what I mean. And we no longer have that. This space was always available for our rivals. Whenever they go in the wing, all they have to do is launch the ball over here, cross into the box, either an own goal or someone taps it in. You know what I mean? So there's no longer spaces here. Frimpong will be covering this position at all costs and always going to help out the team, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't know what's going on today, guys. It's a bit slow on my channel, man. What's going on with the comments? I've only got what few. Come on, man. Help a brother out, man. I mean, don't just watch me. I know I look great, but come on, guys. Yeah, joking. All jokes aside. Yeah. So Ekitike, I'm giving him a chance, bro. I'm not gonna be crying about a project player at Liverpool Football Club. They brought me, come on, 3 of the best at the moment, which is Kirkes, Frimpong, and Wirtz. I can't complain about that. These are established players. These are players that's playing, in a high level of football internationally, as well as obviously playing for their football club as well. So having these players on board, that's a great start in the obviously early stages of the transfer window. And if they're gonna get Ekitike through the window as well, I'm all for it, man. I'm not gonna cry about it. He might be a project player, but he could shock you. You know what I mean? A lot of players have shocked us in the past. I guarantee you, there was no Mane fans when he first came, no Salah fans, no Oxlade fans. Well, Oxlade doesn't well, obviously, but he got injured at the end. Nobody wanted these players at the football club in the beginning. They were shocked. Nah, I don't want these players at my club. They're not good enough. All of a sudden, they're supporting them, and then they regret obviously saying those silly things in the beginning of the obviously window. So yeah, I'm all for it, man. I think he could do something at Liverpool Football Club. I don't know if it's going to be a lot of goals, but as I said, he's got a lot of players next to him that can produce things for him as well. I like this formation, man. I really like it because, you know, creativity is not from one direction, you know what I mean? It's from every direction on the pitch as well. Big up, Steve, bro. I can see you. Don't worry, bro. I can see you, Steve. Yeah, so look, creativity from here, creativity from here for him, creativity from here for him, creativity from here, creativity from there, and everybody knows Virgil's passing ability from deep as well. So look at that. You can't really. Even Konate does some great balls from the top as well sometimes for strikers. So look at that. How can you complain about that? You know, as a striker, you could, you know, get a lot of goals out of this, bro. Creativity from every direction, and everybody knows Alisson's long balls from the back pulls. You know, when a player is running towards the goal. There you go, man. You've got all these arrows coming towards you as a striker. It's like, you know, you're deflecting, doing a matrix. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I don't complain. If Liverpool are after Ekitike, I support it 100%. They've, you know, they proved me wrong. They've proved me wrong in the past. Why am I gonna, you know, argue with that as well? When Mane and Salah came, I wasn't all about them, but they made me. Look at that creativity, guys. Sorry, coffee, man. Coffee time. That's why I was a bit late as well. Getting my coffee ready. Yeah, so let me read out the comments as we go along. Obviously, Ekitike is one of the guys Liverpool are chasing. Hopefully, you know, something happens over there. He will complement other players in the pitch, in my opinion, as well. Yeah, big up Red for life, bro. But if you remember when Alex Ferguson went Andy Cole from Newcastle, he signed him. That's a serious club should do, and they win treble. Yeah, but the thing is, the difference with that one, bro, they were already established team. They were winning Premier Leagues with Mark Hughes and Eric Cantona as the strikers. So they've already had that base. We've just started our base. I mean, we've only won the league last season with Arne Slot in his first season. So if you look at Alex Ferguson, he was there since what, 1985 onwards, 85, 86 onwards, I think. So he already had that time to, you know, get those players ready to play in his team eventually. So, and you know, they won, I think, a couple of league titles before Andy Cole came to Man United. So that's when you're progressing as a football club. That's when you're consistently winning as a football club. That's when you start signing, you know, out and out strikers that's ready made already, if you know what I mean. But I'm not giving up on Isak, bro. I'm never gonna give up on Isak. I think there's still, you know, time in the transfer window to get him through the door. If we imagine if we get Ekitike and Isak through the window at the same time, come on, man, we'll be regretting saying things like that. Yeah, but you can't compare Ferguson, bro. He had time and patience around that club. Should have been sacked actually. FA Cup game saved him, as I remember. Mark Robbins, I think his name was, who eventually played for Norwich, and that saved his career, saved Alex Ferguson's career. Don't forget that as well. So, but yeah, as I said, Mark Hughes and, you know, Eric Cantona before Andy Cole were already doing the business. It was just like smooth transition kind of wise. You know what I mean? They had the opportunity to do that. They were the best team in England for a few years at that time as well, before Andy Cole came. So that's why it was so easy for them to transition from Mark Hughes to, you know, to Andy Cole. And don't forget, they had McLaren there as well. They had a few players, man, that played up front in that team at that time as well. So yeah, bro, you can't fool me, man. I've been around for a long time. So yeah, let me show you the Quansah signing at Leverkusen as well. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate that if you do that for me. I don't ask for much. I don't need no donations. I don't need anything. Just support me in the channel. That's all I want from you guys. I try to bring the best content possible. I might not be the best YouTuber, but I tried my best. That's all I can do. There you go. Official Jarell Quansah leaves Liverpool and obviously and joins by Leverkusen on a permanent deal. 30 million initial fee to Liverpool. 5 million add-on, so it's 35 million. Let's be honest there. Buyback clause starting from 60 million plus, also about 50 million in pounds, and add-ons. Buyback clause available from 2027. So Liverpool play smart, man. I like this. There you go. Your boy's gone, people. He's signed. He's signed for Leverkusen. I'm gonna miss him. Probably the nightlife ain't gonna be so often in Germany. Maybe you concentrate on your career now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? People, those who know. Those who know, about his, life outside football know the thing I'm talking about. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So we talked about Ekitike, of course, and Quansah in the beginning. Let's talk about, obviously, MARC Guehi again. Liverpool are closing in. They are still talking to Palace, and an agreement should be done very, very soon, because you don't really get rid of a player and then there's nothing coming in. Even with Quansah, we still needed another centre-back, as you guys remember. So we still need, obviously, someone coming the other way. As you can see, Liverpool could look, obviously, to strengthen their centre-back defensive option for the next season with a move for MARC Guehi. The 24-year-old is a target for the champions, but Palace will need to reduce their 65 million asking price for Liverpool to secure his services. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Like, they're asking for 65 million for a guy who's got 1 year left in his contract. Kind of stupid, isn't it, really? And the player wants to move at the same time. I don't understand. I really don't understand where they're coming from this, man. Just accept the 35 million and let the guy go, man. The guy wants to win championships, man. He's won obviously the FA Cup for you guys, which could be taken away. I don't know. The Europa League position could be taken away from Palace because they've been doing some businesses outside the pitch with ownerships and all that stuff. Yeah, they're in trouble at the moment, guys. Really, really in trouble. Which is sad. I mean, the first trophy in their history they've won, and that, and they're in trouble at the same time. What a weird thing to happen. You know what I mean? Why this season? Why didn't it happen previously when they didn't win anything? Strange. Ekitike is the same profile as to Gakpo, to play Gakpo striker then, and Fozzie, Mane, and BBD are Premier League proven. Yeah, Premier League proven, but I remember a lot of our fan base didn't want them at the football club. Maybe, obviously, Van Dijk they wanted, but I don't remember a lot of people, jumping through, jumping up and down for Mane coming through the door, and Salah, because they said Mane came from Southampton, he's not good enough. Why is he at Liverpool Football Club? And then you got Salah. Oh, he played for Chelsea, he failed dramatically, and he refused Liverpool before Chelsea. Then, he went to Italy, weak league, defensive weak. And then he comes to Liverpool. What is he? Probably one of the greatest Liverpool players of all time. Same as Mane as well. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, Pedro. I do sit here, man. I've been watching Liverpool for so many years. I know what I see, bro. I mean, I've always said, if the players come through the door, I even give, Paul Konchesky, Poulsen, Joe Cole, all these useless players a chance when they came to Liverpool. Even Roy Hodgson. I even went to watch Roy Hodgson games at Anfield, bro. I paid money to watch Roy Hodgson's team at Anfield, bro. That's a sin as it is. You know what I mean? And I did that. I actually did that. So just relax, bro. You know what I mean? Premier League proven is nothing, man. Sometimes they could be Premier League proven and do nothing at the club as well. Steve, big up, brother. Most of our players actually have improved under Slot, except for certain Uruguayan. He's shit, he's absolute garbage, man. If we do end up getting Ekitike, he might be able to learn and develop his craft under Slot. There you go, bro. Look at the way you're talking about Ekitike there. There you go. Brilliant, 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 bro. People don't look into it like you're doing LFC for life. People don't look into that. They just want to look for the bad side of life. You know what I mean? And I don't do that, bro. Because, like I said, players can surprise you in the long term as well. So relax, man. So yeah, as you can see with Guehi, guys, he's Liverpool's number one target. And there's another player over here as well, Hato from Ajax. If you guys don't know Hato, he's the captain for Ajax. Let me see his age. Sorry about that, guys. I haven't put his age there. Hato. I like him. I really like him. I've always said it about him as well. He's 19 years old, plays as a centre back as well as a left back, as well as a DM. So let me get the graphic up for you again and show you what Hato can do as a defender, as a defender, not defender. I like him. I really, really like Hato. I always did when I saw him as a youngster. Obviously, still a young now. So let me take out everything from here and show you what he's all about. That'll be an upgrade, in my opinion, in regards to the defensive side. If you get in Guehi through the door as with Hato, we'd be laughing at everybody, man. We'd be laughing at everybody, guys. Honest to God, that is an impressive move. So let me take everybody out from the pitch. Sorry about that, guys. And I'll show you what Hato can do. Guys, keep going in the comments, man. I'm here for you guys today. So when I'm on my own, that means I'm here for the chat. And do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. I don't think you get this anywhere else, what I do for you here. So as I said, it's not about finance for me. It's about the communication and becoming a family. That's what it's all about on YouTube for me. Interacting with our people, man. And like share share whatever they want. Look at Badro. Me and him are going back and forth about, project players and all that stuff. I respect his opinion. I'm not here to trash it, but I'll put my opinion forward. Maybe I could change his mind. I don't know. Maybe. So as you can see, guys, that's Hato there. I gave him number 40. If you want to know where Hato can play in the formation of Liverpool Football Club, it's basically. So let me give you the back four. Van Dijk here, and you got Konate here. So Hato can play in front of the mayor if you want to. So if we say we want to rest Gravenberch, we haven't bought a DM. Hato can be in this position here. He's already defensively minded, so playing as a DM ain't a bad thing for him because he could do that easily with his eyes closed. That's how good this player is. So say you want to rest Van Dijk. I mean, he could play partnership with Konate. I mean, as well as, partnership with Konate, he's learning from these players. He's only 19. Don't forget that, guys. Like, say you want to rest Robertson if he's still here, and Kirkez. There you go. You could go as a left back as well. You could even have this formation if you wanted to, guys. Bradley here. There you go. So he's more like a Gomez than a Van Dijk, than a Kirkez, or players like that. He's more of a Gomez type of player with more ability, which is like he could play as a DM and play it quite well, if you know what I mean. He's not going to be playing it, I'm panicking with the ball or get a nosebleed, in midfield. He's not going to be like that. He can hold his own in this area, guys, if you know what I mean. And not only that, if we need to go free at the back, look at that, people. Smooth transition. Easy peasy. There won't be no issues with that as well. I mean, you could even put Van Dijk here and put him here. Free at the back. Look at that. Bring in Kirkez. Where is he? There you go. Left back, left wing back. Take this guy off. Bring in Frimpong. There you go. Free at the back. Because everybody asks for free at the back, don't you? There you go. 2 right-footed left centre backs and a left-footed centre back. There you go. You wanted this all along, people. There you go. You could do things like that. Smooth transition to different formations. That's what you need. You need to be a transformer. You know what I mean? And Avengers Assemble and all that stuff. So we could do things like that, easy peasy with these players that we can get at the football club. I just hope this is true about Hato, because I don't want Arsenal to get him, because everybody's talking about Arsenal want him. They want to get him through the door down there and all that stuff. So yeah. Hato all day long for me, man. 100% for me. Yeah, I like him. He ain't gonna cost much either. Yeah, probably 30 million, something like that. I'll get him all day long. I'll get him through the door all day long. I think he could complement the fullback, the DM position, everywhere else that we need someone there. 100%, my friends. So as you can see, obviously at the top there, no more chat, covering the text and all that stuff. So Liverpool are expected to proceed in talks for Crystal Palace, MARC Guehi, or Jarell Hato at Ajax. It's not all. it should be and really, because I think with Guehi he's more or less coming to Liverpool. With Hato, we still, even with, like I said, Guehi coming in, we still need that centre back that replaces Matip, because last season we didn't replace Matip. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. Really, really looking forward to that. And I like the way I explained to you guys. It's not all about talking about what they're saying in the press. It's giving you the graphics where the player can play, what he can do as well, and that will clear up a lot of things for your disapproval or approval, if you know what I mean, whichever way you want to go for it. So let me get to the chat as we go along. Where am I here? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Let's go, champ. Yeah, you said this already. Loads of LFC pods going on at the same time today. Live chat is everywhere today. It's okay, bro. I don't ask for much anyway, man. Just join me and enjoy it with me, innit? That's what it's all about. I don't ask for anything. Just let's do it together. Let's just do it together, as I always say. I'm not. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. So where am I? Where am I? So let me get to the next one about Luis Diaz. Everybody knows Luis Diaz is a wanted man outside Liverpool. It's one of those ones. Does the player decide to leave? Does Liverpool decide to let him go? Because he's going to be, 29 soon, Luis Diaz. Liverpool don't offer him a contract either. He said it's up to the club if they want to offer me a contract. And we haven't done so. And I did say yesterday, I like him. I really like the Luis Diaz now. This version of Luis Diaz, I'm impressed with. Compared to the Luis Diaz that I always used to complain about. I used to ask, what can he do? Like, what does he do actually on the pitch? He scores goals sometimes. I don't see him crossing the ball in. I don't see him, creating chances for the players. What does he actually do? That's why I used to ask those questions every time about him. But last season, he killed me. The performances in the left and on, as a striker, out of this world. So as it says from Fabrizio Romano, it says here, Liverpool rejected approach from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz after a call made by director Max Ebro. Liverpool insists on intention to keep Luis Diaz with no plans to negotiate. Bayern have been informed there is still no agreement closed over a new deal for Luis Diaz at Liverpool. What do I think about Luis Diaz situation? Did we ever think to ourselves the reason they're not really the reason they haven't negotiated with him, they want to get the players in first before they negotiate with the players like him and Konate? Did we ever think like that? You know what I mean? Because the most important thing right now, considering we haven't signed anybody last summer, is getting players through the door first. And I think this is what they're going to be working on. I'm a firm believer of that. And then we're going to be surprised, oh, Konate signed a contract. Oh, Luis Diaz has signed a contract. Because listen, them two have played a huge part at Liverpool and winning the league. So them signing a contract is very, very important, in my opinion. If we want to win the Champions League and the Premier League next season, those two have to stay. You know what I mean? The two left-sided players that we got scored a lot of goals last season. You know what I mean? So I think Luis Diaz was at 13, Gakpo probably 10, 9, something like that. So they have contributed. You know what I mean? Both of them. And playing in different formations and different positions as well. So I'll be sad if they haven't thought of it in that way. Sign the players that you need first, then we sort out the contracts later. Because, they still got, obviously, time at Liverpool to stay. So Ben Jacobs is the similar thing in a way. Liverpool have formally rejected an attempt by Bayern Munich to engage over Luis Diaz. Bayern Munich chief Max has been informed that LFC have no intentions or desire to enter discussions with communication. So communication ended immediately following an approach last night. I like that from our football club. Finally, we don't have to force ourselves to sell players anymore. We've put our foot down and said, nope. Players ain't leaving. I mean, no matter what you offer. So that's good. Unless you offer, obviously, over 100 million. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying, people? It is the second time this summer that Liverpool have taken this stance, having issued the same message to Barcelona earlier in the window. Barcelona, they've got, what you call it, Rafinha, they've got Yamal and all these guys in the wings. Where's Luis Diaz going to fit? Doesn't make any sense, that one. They're just trying to, oh, we're still Barcelona of old. We can get whatever player that we want. No, you can't do that. Sorry, get lost. Liverpool don't plan to entertain any bids for Luis Diaz, of course. They have sent a clear message to, obviously, the Colombian is not for sale. Unless you give us, like I said, Al Nassr yet to make an approach. Al Nassr, damn it, that team. Yet to make an approach to Liverpool, despite viewing Diaz as their top winger target. Would you really do that at this age? You just hit your prime. You know what I mean? Why would you want to leave European football to join a team? Obviously, they beat Man City, these Arab teams. You know what I'm saying? Man City is not all that, man. Man City lost to a Saudi Arabian team. Whoa, I can't believe it. With a full strength team as well. So Al Nassr yet to make an approach to Liverpool desire, despite viewing Diaz as their top winger target. It would take a crazy offer now for Liverpool to reconsider what is a firm and consistent not for sale position. There you go, people. So I know, bro, I can't do nothing about that. I can't force people to come to my channel. It's up to them. You know what I mean? I don't ask for anything other than the chat, and I'm here to always represent. I mean, if you want something like that, I'm here. If you want something else, I'm not here for that. So there you go. Arnie signs i.e. Isak Edison for starting 11. Guehi Hato for squad depth. We win the title by March 2026. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. We will sign players, bro. We are going to sign players that's going to improve us. Don't worry about that, guys. I don't think Liverpool have taken the foot off the gas just yet. What they said was, even when we signed Wirtz, Frimpong, and Kirkes, we still have about 200 million on the table. Without getting rid of players. So that's impressive enough as it is. Give Mark, what's his name? Hughes. Give Hughes the time and give Edwards the time. Just let them work their magic. Edwards is in a position he's never been in before, which is choosing the transfers for Liverpool Football Club without getting interfered on. You know what I mean? So that's the higher power now. Don't forget the players Edwards wanted in the past that we didn't get. The players he wanted shafted that eventually we got rid of, and bringing in players that he wanted. Now, he can do that. You know what I mean? He can do both. Get rid of players, bring in players, and Arne Slot is happy with that. Don't forget they still speak to Arne Slot before they make those decisions as well. So be mindful in that. People think Arne Slot just sits there like a dummy and not moving. Nah, he does have his say as well. Because at the end of the day, he's going to be working with these players. You live by the sword, you die by the sword, if you know what I mean. So if things don't work out and you're playing players that you don't at the club, then it shouldn't be the manager's fault, but it will be the manager's fault because he hasn't got them playing, and then he gets sacked. So there's a great team ethic here. I like the way everybody is together. I like the way we're moving, and it's impressive enough as it is. I wish under Klopp it was like this. Imagine Klopp was like this, just being the head coach and not interfering with the transfers, just being spoken to by Richard Hughes and obviously Marco Edwards. Yeah, do you want this player? Yes, go and get him, like that. No conversation, prolonged conversation, anything like that. It's just yes or no. That is it. That's it would have been brilliant like that. I think we would have won at least 3 titles if they all work together as they are right now. And this is what they explained to Arne Slot before he came to Liverpool. We'll do the transfers for you. We'll ask you what players you want. We'll go and search for them. And, we'll offer them to you. If you want them, take them. If you don't, we ain't going to go for them. I like that method. And then you look at Arne Slot, he just concentrates on the players. Don't need to do politics. Don't need to do anything else. Players only. And look at the rewards we had last season. Impressive, isn't it, people? Liverpool executives are prioritizing team performance within their stance on Diaz, viewing him and his contribution as important in the coming seasons. There you go, people. We want the guy to stay. I love it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But he's still going to be part of that thing I said earlier, which is, do you want to keep or sell? So watch out for that one. Yeah, big up, Steve, man. We need the Konate Diaz contract issue sorted before pre-season starts. Hughes needs to make the decision, i.e. offer new deals or sell them. Yeah, before the season starts, it has to, bro. Hopefully we'll get obviously the transfer through the door before the season starts as well. If we do that, I think we'll be like laughing at everybody else. I hope it happens, man. There you go. He's smiling. You see, people, he wants to stay. That's going to be Adidas next season, not Nike. It's funny, isn't it? Like with New Balance in their last season, we won the league. With Nike in their last season, we won the league as well. Nike never lost at Liverpool. Do you guys know this is the first time we ever had Nike in the history of Liverpool? Considering that, how long we've been, doing the sponsorship stuff. We're one of the first teams in it doing that stuff around the league. So in the world as well. Yeah. It's not, to me, Nike just didn't make great kits. I didn't really like it's more like training ground kits rather than proper kits, if you know what I mean, guys. It didn't really impress me. I'm an Adidas guy. I've always been Adidas since I was a kid. So I'm glad we've gone back home, like they said, come back home to Adidas. Yeah, so enough about Luis Diaz. I don't want to keep speaking about him. Let me show you something else. Yeah, you know what? Even Sky Sports. So let me put that on there. So if you don't believe me, you can see it for yourself. This is about, obviously, Luis Diaz, but I'm going to go after this one from him.
The breaking news is exclusive to us, and I think Liverpool fans will be quite happy about it because the club have rejected an approach from Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz. More than that, though, Bayern's sporting director, who's Max Eberl, has been told that the player is not for sale, and since then there's been no further discussions.
And it's actually the second time, if you remember, this summer that Liverpool have taken this stance. They said the same to Barcelona earlier on in the window when they showed interest in Luis Diaz. The word is Liverpool will not entertain any approaches for the Colombian. Their message is clear that he is not available for sale.
Yeah, and what Liverpool are saying is that they are prioritising the current squad, and their stance at the moment on Diaz will not change. They say his contribution is vital to the coming season. So this isn't just this summer. They want Luis Diaz to stay long term, and they've been quite unequivocal there, saying that he is not for sale. Bayern Munich, the latest club to come in for him. However, he's not going.
There you go, people. See, even in Sky Sports, I know we don't like Sky Sports because they promote United. I know that, people, but I have to share it, don't I? But I like the stance from Liverpool Football Club. You know what I mean? They're saying he's not for sale at any cost. So if you're saying that, and at the same time you're saying he's part of the future development at the football club, which means like they want him to stay to improve the football club in regards to winning more trophies. Because if you're getting rid of the best players when you're challenging for trophies, what's the actual point? I mean, there's no point. And he played an integral part of last season, us winning the league, guys. Don't forget that. Our strikers just didn't perform. They were like statues majority of the time last season. And he came in that position and held his own. Let's just be honest with that. That's what impressed me. That's why I had to change my mind in regards to, me and Luis Diaz not getting along, you know what I mean? And he changed my mind completely. Absolutely made me do, a turnaround on him as a player. And listen, I'm that kind of person, innit, that if you could change my mind, I'm here for it. I don't persist with the same thing because I don't like someone. That's not the way to go on about football, guys. If a guy changes your mind and shows you he's got more to his game than just what you saw in the past, go for it, man. Just tell the truth. You don't have to keep lying to yourself and all that stuff. That's how I am, man. Change my mind, man. Change my mind. Make me a believer, not a doubter. A believer. You know what I mean? So yeah. What else have we got for you? Let me just check, people. Gio Van Bronckhorst. Let's listen to what they're saying about Gio Van Bronckhorst. I know you guys wanted him at the football club as a replacement for Heitinga, who's gone to Ajax, became the manager now, head coach. Yeah, so Gio Van Bronckhorst, and they're changing up the scouting system as well. And one of the most important goalkeeping coaches has left the building, but an old goalkeeping coach has come back to the building. So let me share that with you. Big up Irishman, big up my brother, big up Clive, big up Cedric as well, and big up John Conway as always, bro. Thanks for coming through, guys. I'm sorry I'm doing a stream when everybody else is doing it, but that's the way it is. I can't come into streams by the, the times I want to come into it, because I work at night. I came in around 8 o'clock this morning. I'm doing a stream at 2 o'clock, so I had to wake up, get myself out of bed to do this for you guys. So I'm trying my best, guys. If it's not like coming out clearly, I apologize. But do me a favor, subscribe if you're new, and like as well. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel, please just hit the like if you're passing through. I'll gratefully appreciate that. And yeah, thank you. This is Gio Van Bronckhorst. So we've been waiting for this announcement for this guy to come in through the door. Let's do this, people.
Our day of breaking news continues. More from Liverpool as well, and former Netherlands international and captain Giovanni Van Bronckhorst is joining the Premier League champions in the position of assistant coach, and that's subject to receiving a visa. Van Bronckhorst won a host of major honours during a playing career, that's including spells with Feyenoord, Glasgow Rangers, Arsenal and Barcelona. Meanwhile, Xavi Valero returns to Liverpool as the new head of first-team goalkeeper coaching, moving back to Merseyside after spending the past 7 years with West Ham United. Bidding farewell to the Reds' goalkeeping department ahead of the next campaign are both Fabian Otter and Claudio Taffarel.
There you go, people. Van Bronckhorst is back at Liverpool Football Club, and Xavi Valero, if you guys remember him, I think it's Rafa Benitez days. I'm sure it was Rafa Benitez. I'm sure I saw him in the bench on Rafa Benitez days. He was the coach for the goalkeepers back then, a long time ago. So he spent about 6 years at West Ham after that and all that stuff. So he's back at Liverpool. So you keeping it in-house. You know what I mean? You don't need to make it complicated. So Dutch coach, Dutch manager, I mean, that's impressive as it is. So that's in-house, obviously, the Dutch side of Liverpool. And Van Bronckhorst obviously managed Feyenoord, and he managed Glasgow Rangers in his career as a manager. He done coaching here and there as well. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. You know what I mean? You get rid of, obviously, Heitinga goes, wins the Premier League. You bring in a more experienced coach to the football club, and then you bring back a goalkeeping coach that was here before and the previous regime with Rafa Benitez. So what we're doing is just amazing, guys. We're not really, you know what I love about us, to be fair, guys? We don't waste time. We don't cry. We've got no time for that. We replace people straight away. So you're asking yourself, why isn't a goalkeeper coach coming back to Liverpool? Let me show you why. I haven't shared this with you just yet. There's a great Brazilian 94 World Cup 94 goalkeeper. He was probably the goalkeeper in World Cup 90. I don't remember Brazil that much those days, you know what I mean? But I remember World Cup 94. He was my favorite. It was one of my favorites. I love Taffarel in goal for Brazil. Romario, Bebeto, you know what I mean? Zinho, Mazinho, you know, Mauro Silva. You know, I could name them all, bro. I could name them all. I love that team, man. I love that team. And they had Rai, Socrates, his brother. And then you got at the defense, Aldair, Macias Santos, you know, Barranco, Leonardo. Leonardo used to be a left back, by the way, people, if you don't know. And Jorginho, the one before Cafu. And Cafu came into the team. And Taffarel in goal. That World Cup 94 team, apart from the final, was an amazing, man. Romario and Bebeto just ruined every defense, man. Especially Romario, man, with these little toe pokes. The greatest finisher I've ever seen in my life, man, Romario was. Yeah, man, I gave you the first 11. Wow. Crazy, isn't it? So Marzinho is Thiago's father, by the way, if you guys don't know. He used to be in midfield for Brazil. I know Thiago plays for Spain, but he's really Brazilian. Let me just put it that way for you, if you don't know. So Brazilian legend and World Cup winner Taffarel calls time on association with Liverpool. That began when he took up a coaching opportunity at the AXA Training Ground Centre in 2021. So you're asking yourself, why was he a coach at Liverpool? It's from a request of Alisson, if you know what I mean. He's his international, obviously, goalkeeping coach. So he thought bring him in, the atmosphere and, outside obviously the pitch as well, having someone that around you to make it comfortable for you, obviously, at the football club as well. So this is why Taffarel, and he's got his own accolades. He's got his own, obviously, experience in goalkeeping, of course, for Brazil as well. So yeah, that's why he was here at Liverpool Football Club. I'm going to miss him, obviously. It's great having legends at the football club, as I always say, because it brings out, it brings a lot of attention to your football club. Why are these legends from Brazil, Italy, Spain, all these guys working at the football club? Because, Liverpool is a massive club, and we could attract people like that at a football club as well. So yeah, Alisson's going to miss him, of course. It doesn't mean Alisson's leaving. Don't worry, people. Don't start panicking. He's got a Spanish guy coming in because Alisson speaks multiple languages. It'll be all right, man. It'll be all right. So don't worry about it. Yeah, good luck, Taffarel, man. I'm going to miss him for one. I know that things don't last. I mean, you might want to go home to Brazil and enjoy, the sun and all that stuff over there as well. So let me show you another thing as well. Liverpool are set to recruit a coach for Scandinavian scouting. So let me give you that one as well if you guys don't know about it. Appreciate everybody that's on, man. Hit the likes and subscribe if you're new. So as you can see here, Liverpool are set to recruit Elfsberg scout Jasper Wallmark as a regional scout for Scandinavia, with the region becoming a growing source of talent in recent years, which the club want to tap into. So I thought it was already in Scandinavia. I mean, Liverpool, Norway. I mean, there's something there. Yeah, but it's good, didn't it? If we're gonna go that side of the world, if we've got a scout watching players in that side and saying, "Oh, I see a player," Liverpool, go and get that player for cheap before it becomes expensive. I like that kind of thing. I hope we've got a South American one as well, and I hope we've got an Asian one at the same time as well. So if we have something like that all around, obviously the continents and African, of course, it'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for the football club. It will save us a lot of money. Let me just put it that way. Even if you don't keep the players at Liverpool, you could sell them on eventually. So yeah, man, not bad at all. I want to give you something about Harvey Elliott, who's spoken, obviously, in the under 21s England camp about his career at Liverpool Football Club. So just wait around, and we're gonna speak about that. Where was I in the? There we go. I think I was here. We need to sorted. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I always go, from the chat top to bottom, don't I? Just to be with you guys. Badro says, but the big question for Ozzy is Liverpool will win the double with Ekitike. Personally, I don't think so. Of course we can. We've won without him. We've won the league without him, bro. We could have been Champions League winners if we had the depth in the squad last season. I don't think PSG was that much ahead of us in the two games. Obviously, they battered us in the first game, but we still won that game. And then you look at the Anfield game, if we scored in the first few minutes, those missed chances, we could have probably been Champions League winners as well. So you got to, come on, balance it out, my brother. Balance it out, man. I don't want to talk about my age and how long I've been here. I see improvement in our team. I don't think the European champions are that much ahead of Liverpool. Imagine they keep the same players for next season at PSG. I'm expecting them to keep those players because they're young players anyway. And then you've got Liverpool that have the same players that beat them at their ground. The only team to beat them, I think, at the PSG ground. And obviously we lost on penalty shootouts. And imagine Liverpool coming back this season with the same players that beat them already and an improvement on top of that as well. Come on, man. Bob's your uncle, my guy. We're going to beat them. So relax, man. Oh, man, you and Ekitike, bro. Just listen, bro. It is what it is. We're not always going to get the players that we want. But players can surprise you eventually, my guy. Please, bro. Just relax. Relax. I want to put you in a good place because people are going to ask you questions next time about it. I'm gay. Guehi is officially a LFC at LFC this week. Would be great signing. I hope so, bro. I really hope so. I like Guehi, but he's not the Van Dijk replacement. Let me just put it that way. If anyone thinks that, then you're on your own. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, so be careful, man. Be careful. What am I looking at here? AK says, hi, Fuzzy. How are you? You, Anthony Elenga. Bro, I don't know what you want to say about Anthony Elenga. You offered a low amount of money for him. I think it was 30, maybe something like that. And they want 60 million for him, something like that. Anyway, so I don't think like you're going to get him for 30 million. Let me just put it that way for you. We need a killer striker to be signed, i.e. Isaac, Alvarez, Osman, to finish off chances created by our players. Where's this baby crying from, man? It's not even my house. I ain't got no baby. Oh, man, all I can hear is a baby outside, bro. Sorry about that. What am I looking? Sign Ekitike for 80 million. No. I don't think Liverpool are going to go for 80 million, bro. That's too much money for a striker, man, who's unproven. You know what I mean? So if he's a project player like my guy is saying, Pedro, it's got to be around the 30-40 million pound mark, something like that, especially in the current market as well. I don't think, Frankfurt want to lose a striker for cheap. Let me just give you that. Or keep Nunes for another season. I say keep Nunes. Ekitike is still learning his trade. Nah, I'll take Ekitike, bro. Nunes is shit, bro. You need to wake up, guys. Like let go of Nunes, man. Nunes is terrible. Nunes will never improve. Nunes is shit. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Nunes is so frustrating. He's not even helping himself. Let me just put it that way for you guys. Big up Beijing Barnes, bro. Big up my brother. Hope everything's all right with you. Let me just welcome my brother in. Big up, bro. See, the channel's picking up, bro. Without me being in it. Why, man? Why are you leaving me behind, Beijing? I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. I love the content, bro. Love the content, my guy. Love the content, bro. Love the content. Keep it up, man. It's you're killing it up there, man. Absolutely killing it. Big up Clive. I'm just gonna go through the chat, guys. I need to go because I need to get ready for work as well. Appreciate everybody that's on. If you're new, subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe to my channel, just hit the like button and thank you very much. Clive, a bit late. Yeah, but let me just go for that. Ekitike and Nunes, please don't put them in the same sentence. I beg you, please, Steve. I beg you, please, don't do that, man. Nunes is shit, bro. Nunes is shit. I'm sorry to say that, guys. I know you guys hate me for that if you're a Nunes fan. But I'm trying to save you from yourself. I've sat here for 3 seasons trying to put this guy in a pedestal like he could get better. He's not even trying, guys. He can't even control the ball. What do you want? The basics of a footballer is controlling the ball, and he struggles with it. That game was at Crystal Palace when he was through on goal, and all he had to do is put it through for Salah. What did he do? He overhit the pass. All he had to do is put it through for Salah. Salah slots it in. He overhit the damn pass, guys. And you're telling me that's a footballer? Come on, man. I sat through watching him thoroughly in games last season in the stands. I don't see no improvements. Your own players, Salah, even Salah now, Szoboszlai, McAllister, they avoid passing the ball to his feet. I'm telling you guys, give up. Give up. I don't even do this normally. I've been trying to tell you in the last hour or so, give Ekitike a chance when everybody is doubting him. I'll support the players if I have to. But this guy, man, Nunes, oh, man. Listen, if he's a footballer, when I was younger, I should have been a footballer. Let me just put it that way. Because I know how to control the ball. I know how to pass the ball. I know to do eye of a needle kind of pass. I know how to cross the ball to the far post and someone slots it in. I could do things like that. If he's a footballer, that means everybody's got hope. Even the non-playing, even the geeks that don't play football have got hope. He's rubbish, man. Just quit on the guy, man. Let's sell him. Get money quickly, man, and run out. Get the money and run. It's like a bank robbery. Get the money, go, man. Run. You should offer 40 million plus add-ons for Guehi. Get the deal done. Yeah, I think they're gonna get it done, bro. I can't believe that they're getting rid of the player and nobody's coming in. That's just dumb. That's dumb. Elliot, Brighton, 40 million, then offer them 60 million for Balaba. I don't know about that kid, bro. I don't know how good he is. I think he still needs another season at Brighton before anyone goes for him. Hato agents said Hato only leaves this summer if Liverpool want him or stays another season at Ajax. I like that a lot, Mr. Steve. Let me just give you that. Big up, my brother. I already welcome you in. Please go subscribe to Irishman. He's going to be doing a stream very soon, and you're going to love it at the same time. So go for it, man. He's got, obviously, JK there. He's got Lady B there. He's got Lalante there. He's got Lee there. He's got some of the greatest Liverpool fans on his channels. But big up Hooks, man. Got to pay Diaz, then should be on a decent wage. I hear it's been 60 to 140 now. Give him the money, bro. Just give him the money. What's the point, like, selling a player or getting rid of a player when you could just give him the wages that he wants and that's done? He's not asking like Konate. That's hardly fit in a season for 200k a week, is he? So give him that 140, man. He deserves it. He won the league for us last season, brother. Cedric, big up, brother. Big up, Fuzzy. Going to work, chat. Yeah, that's how we all. I'm getting ready for my work as well, bro. So I know how you feel. John Conway, of course, my brother, the original, one of the originals. John Conway is, man, one of the original brothers. Yes, Cedric's in the house. Big up, Ravi, my bro. Yeah, bro. Sorry, I didn't message you back on the Instagram. I'll do it tonight. Bro. Big up, my brother. 140, that's a decent wage then, especially with the bonus. Yeah, with the goal bonuses and, you know, and all that stuff they do at Liverpool. American kind of way. It is what it is, bro, isn't it? Another YouTube crackhead said IE Frimpong is the Salah replacement. Awkward. Let me just put it that way. LFC in talks with Isak Osman since early this year. Both strikers getting signed. Imagine that, Steve. Imagine that. We're improving the strikers levels way above, off the scale, as they say. Let's imagine that, my friend. Yes, thank you, Steve, of course. I'm just going down the comments and I'm going to be off. I know I said sell or buy. I think that should be saved for a prolonged, stream, which is on Friday. I'll be back on Friday. We'll have a long stream because I ain't got no work, baby. Unless I'll do overtime, but I don't do overtime. So that's okay. Becca, Jones, Diaz should be offered new deals this summer or sell them. I don't want to sell Alisson Becker. No. I know, Hooks. If we had Guehi Edison in our squad last season, we win the Champions League. Squad depth, bro. Squad depth. If you got that, anything is possible. Of course, my brother is in the house. Guys, please go to Beijing Bonds. I don't know why people from here don't go there. Go there and subscribe to this gentleman, mate. He's got the best crew, number 1. He's got the best guest, number 2. And he's got the best chat, number 3. If I had my choice out of the YouTube channels, he'd be one of the top ones. So go and subscribe to him. I don't know why you're waiting. Why are you waiting, man? Why are you waiting? I mean, go. Damn! You know what I mean, Farouk? Well done, Farouk. Damn, innit? Nunes score more live own goals than football goals. Bro, he doesn't even score in FIFA. You know what I mean? He plays FIFA, but he doesn't even score goals with him, like him as a striker. What more do you need? Like, can't even score in FIFA with a remote control. Come on, man. With a controller, gaming controller. Now I will never leave you. I'm joking, bro. I know, bro. I know. Bless up chat and likes. Yeah. Like I said, guys, if you're not subscribing to my brother, please don't subscribe to me, man. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. You need to subscribe to Beijing Barnes. Go do that right now. He's got the best guests, the best chat, the best crew. Listen, Pops, Rasta Crab, Chris Angel, can't argue with that, man. Can't argue with that. And not only that, they give you a chance to speak on their channel. You know what I mean? For free, nothing. You know what I mean? He puts that, obviously, the StreamYard on the chat, tells you come in and say, have your say. I mean, so I don't know what more you guys need. I don't know, man. He won't be a bad backup for but a move, he's best for him. Okay. Sobo got tunnel vision. You know, Sobo's like, guys, like, did you ever think to yourself why he's running about a lot? Because the coach told him that. I mean, maybe next season we'll be more dominant in possession, we'll be more dominant in every area, and he'll be shining through that. Nobody ever thought of that. Because, Salah has told Arne Slot, if you want the best of Salah next season, that was last season, let me go stay up. I don't want to defend. I'll get you more goals. I'll get you more creativity. And what happened? We won the league. And who was doing the running for these guys in the number 10 position? Szoboszlai. Yes, he didn't show his talent as everybody wanted. But now we've got Kerkez around him. The atmosphere will be different now. He'll be more comfortable. He won't hesitate. He doesn't have to track back for Trent anymore. He doesn't have to track back for Salah anymore because Frimpong can do that on his own. You know what I mean? And then you got Gravenberch there. You got McAllister there. And you got Wirtz there. That's a first line of defense. You know what I mean? So we'll be fine. You're going to see a different Szoboszlai next season. Did you forget what Szoboszlai did last season in the big games? Man United away, Man City away. Did you forget what he did? Like, he performed at a high level. Tottenham away. Come on, guys. Like, look at it from that point of view. He's a big game player. Yes, sometimes you don't see him in the games because he's doing a lot of running for the other players. Now he doesn't need to do that. Now he could be playing as a central midfielder with Gravenberch next to him and McAllister. Because everybody's thinking, how can Szoboszlai play in central midfield when we got Gravenberch and McAllister? Well, McAllister and Gravenberch could, change up, if you know what I mean. So are we forgetting McAllister when he came to Liverpool? Klopp put him as a DM. Are we forgetting that? So we could change up, rotate the three, if you know what I mean. And not only that, you could play as a number 10 and replace Wirtz to rest him as well. Think about it, people. Resting players around you to go forward and win you titles with the depth of the squad being there at the same time as well. So relax, man. We'll be fine, baby. We'll be fine. Guys, I'm dying here because I'm sweating to death. The question is, spend 80 million on Ekitike or Nunes? No, Ekitike, bro. I'm not 80 million. Of course, we're not going to spend 80 million on Ekitike. Liverpool are the best negotiators. We know what we did with the Wirtz deal. I mean, 150, was it 16? So we can reduce the wage, the transfer. So relax, bro. Relax, bro. Balaba is wicked fuzzy. Don't sleep on him. I want him now. Wow. Bajan, I don't think he's the signing Liverpool want at the moment. I already gave you the free in the midfield for next season. McAllister will play as a DM at some stage. Gravenberch plays as a DM. Szoboszlai could be a central midfielder next season, deeper, doing the passes and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So I think next season, our marquee signing should be a DM. Don't push everything at once, bro. We need a striker and a centre-back this season. So let's do that first. Then we think about a DM to complete the team next season, if you know what I mean. So I like him. He's a good young player and all that stuff. Left-footed. He's all right. But I'd rather he waits another season. Or we could pay for him and just loan him back to Brighton. Give them Harvey Elliott. We get him through the door. Something like that. Stay tuned for the future stay tuned for the future one-on-ones. Man like Matt is next. Then 2 special ones coming. I can't wait for that, bro. I can't wait for that. Good afternoon, Fozzy. Hope you're well. From Ryan. I am well, brother. I'm having fun with you guys in the chat, man. That's what it's all about for me. Hook says Dom's the engine slot likes him. Yeah, spot on, bro. He loves him. Absolutely loves him, man. Guy. How much did Chelsea sign Kepa for, and how much did they sell him for? I think about 75 million and sold him for 5 million. Oh, 70 million loss. Let me just put it that way. I could count. See, people, I can do maths. Oh, I'm happy. I'm rubbish at maths, man. Don't ever ask me mathematical stuff, man. I'm the worst. I used to be good when I was a kid, like when I was about till 9 years old. Then I just lost my way with maths. That's called a train crash. Was it? That's called a train crash signing. Yeah, it is, bro. They messed up. 75 million and let him go for 5 million. Woo! It's madness. Absolute madness. Yeah, guys. I will do that thing, sell or buy on Friday. Let me do that. Let's make a stream about it. Players to sell, players to buy, and we'll have a conversation about it as well. I'll put some shocking ones in there for you as well. So let me just check. Let me just check Twitter before I go if there's any more breaking news. So we talked about Guehi, we talked about Ekitike, we talked about Quansah, we talked about Hato, which I was meant to talk about. Let me see what else is out there. Gakpo to Monaco. So not Gakpo. So what's his name? The main like Pogba to Monaco. I saw that interview, like when he was signing the contract, crying. It made me sad, bro. Made me absolutely sad. Innocent player, he said he was. I am innocent. Mark Morrison, remember Mark Morrison, guys? He did a song, I'm innocent. You know, oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mark Morrison back in the gangster, mate, gangster. I want to see Don play in the Salah position when Salah goes to AFCON. Most probably he will, Steve. Most probably he will, bro. Most probably he will. And he plays Dom, he plays DM for Z and is strong on the ball. I know who you're talking about, bro. I watch him at Brighton. I like him because he's, yeah, like you said, he's strong on the ball. He's very pacey. He doesn't care who, you know what I love, Bajan? What I love is players that don't care who the opposition is. They'll still do the damage. Because sometimes I see players fear players. That's not my type of players. I remember Martinez for Inter Milan when he was going through on goal, one-on-one with Van Dijk, and he turned the other way. Like, I don't do that, bro. But what I like about this kid, he's got a lot of talent. I agree with you. But I can't wait for him for another season, bro. Like I said, give them Harvey Elliott. They give us him. We learn him back, obviously, for another season. And then we go again. Maybe we could do something like that. Because I want Gravenberch to be the DM for now. You know what I mean? He needs a place in the team, bro. Because if a DM comes in, where's Gravenberch going to play? I mean, McAllister's going to have to play. Wirtz has to play. Szoboszlai has to play. So, yeah, man. Edison Belieber in double pivot with Gravenberch. Woo, fire. Fire. Great live stream for You Never Walk Alone. Oh, thank you, man, brother. Thank you, man. I'm getting comfortable nowadays. It's no more like in the old days. You know what I mean? It's comfort now. Like you could ask Beijing, like once you like continue chatting for a long time, keep bringing streams up every single time, you improve in every way, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it that way. Big up Hooks, bro. Return of the Mac. Yeah, of course, man. Oh yeah. Come on, man. Back in the day, that was the only gangster songs I used to listen to. I couldn't listen to Biggie and Tupac. It's too much violence, man. My mom wouldn't allow me. I see us playing 4-4-2 with a diamond midfield at points this season. Could do that. You know, with Arne Slot, what I said, Beijing. Remember when we met in the USA, we talked about it as well. I said to you, I remember I was saying to you, I can see us playing different formations with this manager compared to the old management. But he couldn't do it last season due to obviously players coming in late to this, obviously pre-season. But now he's got the opportunity to, you know, do formations as he's just put up there in case a game doesn't go according to plan. And I like that, bro. I really, really like that. Having different formations to open up teams that we normally struggle with. Poof, we'll be laughing, my brother. We'll be absolutely laughing. Big up, Ravi, bro. Where is Mark Morrison these days? I think he's in Jamaica somewhere. I'm sure he's Jamaican, isn't he? I'm sure he's Jamaican or somewhere. I think he's hiding down there somewhere. Fluid formation. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100% Hooks. I agree. I see 3-4 different formations this season. And look, Gio Van Bronckhorst there as well, former manager, now obviously part of the coaching team. That means he's going to get ideas from different coaches departments, if you know what I mean, to, you know, accommodate the games that we're probably going to be struggling with as well. So, bro, we're going to win the league again. Beijing, I agree with you what you said yesterday. We're going to win the league again. 100%. I'm with you on that one, bro. But I want the Champions League as well. I really want that. Imagine getting 7. So that makes us the joint second greatest team in history of European football. Forget about, just say world football. So we'll be joint second with AC Milan. And then you got another season, we probably can win it again. We'll be second to Real Madrid. But listen, Real Madrid have 15, right? 5 of them are fools. So everybody knows that. 5 of them are fools. Nobody knows that. It was when there was no TV. We don't even know if they won it. So that's another thing as well. There's a lot of controversy around that stuff. So that means we're gonna be, if we win 7, we're gonna be it will be 3 behind them in the real Champions League, if you know what I mean. So we could catch them up, man. Don't forget 6 years absence of European football back in the day, and you know we've been absent throughout the 90s. So it took Real Madrid obviously all those times to win the Champions League. But now, like, it will only take us a few years to catch the 10, the real 10, if you know what I mean. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, bro. I am looking forward to it, Bajan. That is a sleeper signing as a second, as 2 in my option. Oh, damn. Oh, you're talking to Steve. Oh, okay. Right. I want everything. I want quad. I am like a Fat Albert, greedy. Fat Albert. Hey, you guys. Hey, Fat Albert's the best. I love Fat Albert back in the decade. Yeah, but yeah, guys, I am done for the day. Should be back tomorrow. I'm always back in it. Hopefully we'll hear some breaking news, something happening around the transfer window, and we could discuss it further on here. Yeah, so please, guys, go and subscribe to Irishman's channel. Let me show you his profile. He will be on later on, as always. The guy brings you great content, man. Don't miss out. Let me just put it that way. Where's his... there you go, people. He's wicked, man. Not only a great person, he supports every Liverpool YouTube channel as well. Not only on the chat, but actually comes on and helps us out as well. So please go and subscribe to Irishman. Uncle Roz, you guys know about already. 12th Man, you guys know about already. You got Kopish, you got so many, man. Hussam and Jamie. You know what I mean? Ends. Don't forget about Ends as well. We've got a community. We've got Footy Reacts. We've got N90. Please go and subscribe to N90. He's on the road to 100 subscribers. He's a younger brother as well. So please go and subscribe to him. He's wicked, man, at what he does. Very knowledgeable. And the way he talks about things is so, professional. If you professional. That's what I say. And of course, my brother over here. There you go. This guy and the crew. Where's Chris Tucker when you need him?
Mamma mia! God! How? Magnifico! Montebella! Tutti frutti!
There you go. That's for you, Bajan. Guys, I'm off. I'll see you tomorrow, yeah? Please like, share, subscribe. And if you want to chat to me outside here, comments down below. Go in the comments down below and chat to me there. Time to go. Take care, everybody. Oh, sorry. I haven't left yet. Bam.